Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what we got going on here. As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, this one is still dealing with your boy Charleston White and the beef, or should I say the discontent that he has with T.I. Now T.I, he decided to tell his guy, or should I say his bodyguard, 5 Mics. Y'all know 5 Mics, he about that life when it come to T.I. and the grand hustle movement, okay? Now 5 Mics, he's from New York, Brooklyn to be exact. You know, again, 5 Mics, he's into, you know, he got that blicky if you need it. You know what I'm saying? He got the hands if you need it, especially if you have beef with T.I. You feel me? So 5 Mics and T.I, they hooked up about 10 years ago. Ever since then, you know what I'm saying, they've been cooling. Now, y'all haven't been seeing them too much together in the media, you know what I'm saying, because 5 Mics, he do a lot of other things, you know what I'm saying, besides be T.I bodyguard here and there. 5 Mics is into comedy, so he do comedy skits, he do comedy shows, he does movie premieres, events, things of that nature, right? So that's the reason why all the time you're not going to see him with T.I. But anyway, T.I told him the situation pertaining to Charleston White, talking about his son King. 5 Mics, he felt some type of way about Charleston White speaking on the youth. You know what I'm saying? He even felt that more guys should have spoke up for King on Charleston White, speaking on his name in such a disrespectful manner. You understand? So again, yeah, man, 5 Mics. So the word is, man, T.I done told his homeboy / bodyguard 5 Mics to pull up and press Charleston White. Or should I say, he just told him the storyline based on the things that Charleston White said, even showed him the messages that Charleston White had been sending T.I. 5 Mics, he don't approve of nothing that Charleston White is saying or doing at this time. He's saying Charleston White, he going a little too overboard. He said at first it was funny. Even 5 Mics says the things that Charleston White was saying and doing at first, it was funny. You know what I'm saying? He see no harm in it. But at the same time, he says now when he's speaking on the youth, he said now he's taking it a little too far. You feel me? So that's when 5 Mics, he decided to pull up on Charleston White and see what Charleston White had to say to his face about the whole situation pertaining to speaking down on the youth. You know what I'm saying? Basically, 5 Mics went to Charleston White asking him, hey man, what's good? Not only is you speaking on a bunch of rappers and speaking on rappers that's not here, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what he said about Nipsey Hussle and a bunch of other rappers, you know what I'm saying, that was claiming the sex. Charleston White basically said, you know, they got what they deserve. You feel what I'm saying? So again, that's the reason why not only 5 Mics, it's a lot of people that support 5 Mics on pressing Charleston White for talking down on the youth and for going at rappers that's not even here to defend themselves. So again, I do agree with that. But at the same time, like I stated to you guys before, with all these adult males, you know what I'm saying, having a discontent towards one another, that's what I don't agree on. You understand? I do understand where they coming from to where it's Charleston White. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's got a lot of people feeling awkward, got a lot of people feeling uneasy. Hey man, I told you guys this before. Y'all gotta just ignore a lot of stuff that Charleston White saying do. Once you do, this is my thing, man. Once you ignore him and you start working on your own thing, you're gonna forget that the dude was even around. I'm telling y'all real talk. A lot of the stuff that y'all seeing Charleston White do is on social media because a lot of people don't see him in public. You know what I'm saying? Some of us do, but a lot of us don't. And that's real talk. Like I could see Charleston White in public, but not even care because I got other stuff to do. I got other business to handle. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm basically saying. But yes, 5 Mics, he's T.I homeboy. You know what I'm saying? He been riding with T.I again for over 10, 12 years. So he's been there with King, you know what I'm saying, T.I.'s son, since he was around 5 years old. So yes, 5 Mics, he's going to feel some type of way. And like I said, man, him and T.I, they've been going back. So if Charleston White is speaking on T.I name in a discontent, in a disrespectful manner, yeah, his homeboy is supposed to step up and say, hey man, you better sit down somewhere. And that's basically what 5 Mics told Charleston White. You know what I'm saying? We all know the story with Boosie. Again, Boosie, man, he stepped all the way back. Boosie ain't really got nothing to say about Charleston White. Yeah, him and T.I made a video last night pertaining to the things that Charleston White had been saying. But Boosie, you know what I'm saying, he basically made it real quick and said, hey man, dude said what he said, I said what I said. But we all know how dude get down. We all know how Charleston White get down. So there's no sense of let him use up all my energy for what? And again, that's what Boosie said. And I respect Boosie for taking a step back. Because at the same time, we do all understand that Boosie, he got other matters to handle. And that's dealing with the untimely demise of Chicago jeweler Duke. So Boosie got a whole nother situation to deal with. You feel me? And but at the same time, that's what Charleston White is speaking on. See what I'm saying? See what happened to Duke the jeweler? And Charleston White is saying, look it, Duke is not even a street guy. You know what I'm saying? He was a businessman. And see, he hanging around T.I or Duke being around Boosie or guys like Boosie and T.I. Like, look what happened to him. And this what he's speaking on. This the reason why Charleston White said, I brought up T.I.'s son King, because he basically saying he don't want him to go down the same route as his pops. But at the same time, that's for T.I. to handle. And to me, Charleston White, if you felt that way, you should have spoke to T.I. one-on-one. Again, you should have set up a youth program. You should have set up something between you and T.I. if you felt that his son King isn't going down the right path. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's for his father to handle. You feel me? But again, from a huge perspective, I agree with certain things that Charleston White does say. And one of those things is when he spoke on Duke the jeweler. He said Duke, from his understanding, is he knew that Duke was from Chicago. And he wasn't a street dude, but he was a jeweler. So Charleston White even spoke on, look what happened to a dude that's not even a street guy. He was a real businessman. So Charleston White is saying, when I'm speaking up for guys that's in the business world, but I'm going against guys that's in the streets, he says, this the type of discontent that he gonna be faced with. Because he's going against a lot of things that a lot of dudes who not thinking approve of. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that a lot of dudes think it's cool to be, a lot of dudes approve somebody else's ways to do foolish activities, but they won't want that for their children. They won't want their children to do those same foolish activities. And so again, that's why Charleston White is saying, hey man, look at what happened to Chicago jeweler Duke. He got a son at home. You know what I'm saying? So why nobody speaking up for his son? So he's saying at the same time, a lot of people going at him for speaking on Boosie's son, Tootie Raw, and T.I.'s son, King. He says, but look at these dudes. Like these dudes, you know what I'm saying? They have been surrounded by people getting sent up and black. So basically, so Charleston White, he is saying it's been black males that's been sent up hanging around Boosie and T.I. You know what I'm saying? He said perfect example is what happened to Chicago jeweler Duke. You know what I'm saying? Charleston White say, so at the same time, a lot of people going at me, they need to really open their eyes to what's going on and the people that they protecting. Because the people they protecting, they ain't got their back. And like I said, man, I ain't choosing sides. I do understand the heated discontent that's coming from both sides. But at the same time, we as men, we have to choose a better strategy on how we communicate with one another, especially as black men. You feel me? Because we know once somebody disagrees with what we saying, things can get heated. It can escalate real fast. You understand? But at the same time, I want people to be aware of the decisions that they making in their own lives. You feel me? Hey, but as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.